Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Taurus October 14, 2024. Today's moon transit is strong for friendly relations and enjoying personal interests. However, unfinished business can have a way of hanging over your mood. Doubts might crop up, and if you experience some lack of energy, it might only mean you need to take a break or a bit of time to adjust. With Mercury and Pluto heading toward a square, there's a general tendency to push to get to the bottom of a matter or uncover a truth before considering that we may not be ready for it as the day advances. It's better not to jump to a quick conclusion about a friend with this influence that leads to thinking in extremes. Something expressed or remembered can trigger fears now, and it's best managed by controlling reactions. With people clinging too tightly to their viewpoints, interactions can be challenged, too intense, or unhealthy. Working on relaxing your mind instead of getting all wound up over matters can be therapeutic, especially since dwelling on mistakes will not erase them. Let magic and euphoria overtake you like a tidal wave. You will most certainly feel like the most popular and luckiest zodiac sign for a few remaining days. As sweet Venus swims into deep seas, she throws on her mermaid fins and seashells to glide into the waves of your solar house. Expect to be more in demand than ever from your social circle, pals, and extended network. If you are single, this is a gorgeous moment to meet someone new through your acquaintances or even try dating through social media or online apps. There is love out there just for you. Work might be slowing down right now, and it could trigger some big feelings. You may struggle to feel secure in your position when Jupiter retrograde in Gemini sextiles Chiron retrograde in Aries. There may be more layoffs at your job, or you may be receiving less positive feedback on pending job applications. Regardless of what is happening, this stagnancy could make you feel angry and powerless. Instead of reverting to old tendencies, you could challenge yourself to react differently. Use your feelings as motivation to be optimistic about the future of your work life. Wishing you were at a different place with your health does little, while taking some action does a lot. If you find yourself daydreaming about better health and fitness, try to bring yourself to focus on a goal of some kind. You can write down your goal and from there build a realistic plan to get there. Actions such as these create momentum that can propel you forward. When you find yourself wishing on a star, remember that you are the real star. The vibrations are talking of a poetic, gentle period coming up. Even if you are regularly confronted by people who are close-minded, don't feel helpless but try to get the best out of unexpected situations. Your attitude will intensify the charming moments people spend with you, and everyone will be in wonder at your capacity to make even the most banal things suddenly dreamlike and rich in emotional intensity. You've got some magic inside of you. If you forget this yourself, how can you expect others to notice? The timing of the moon's departure from Capricorn and its return to your income sector today might be a typical monthly occurrence, but it happens at a particularly opportune moment. The moon exits Capricorn just before Pluto changes direction here, allowing you to remain emotionally and intuitively connected as this powerful force shifts its attention from past influences to future possibilities. As the moon enters your income sector while Pluto begins his 5.5-week journey back, your intuition will likely sense an air of anticipation. The moon will still be separating from its friendly aspect to Uranus in your romantic sector when it leaves Capricorn today, but also from its last clash with Mars before he leaves your relationship sector. As well as leaving you feeling more emotionally engaged and aware, this will leave you with a better sense of what you are fighting for on the relationship front while leaving a sense of romantic nostalgia in its wake. Our eyes in the sky. We all have those lingering thoughts or situations that seem to occupy a corner of our minds and hearts, those things that take up space without really serving us anymore. Sometimes, it's an old mindset that's been with us for years, or maybe it's a relationship or a job that we've outgrown. Whatever it may be, holding on to these things can prevent us from fully embracing new opportunities and stepping into the person we are meant to become. When we let go, we create space for growth, for new experiences, and for opportunities that align more closely with who we are becoming. Take a moment to reflect: what in your life could you release to make way for something better? Is there something that no longer fits who you are or who you want to be? It could be a belief system that's limiting your potential, or a routine that's become more of a chore than a source of joy. Maybe it's a relationship that feels stagnant, or a job that no longer excites you. Whatever it is, take this as a gentle nudge from the universe. Letting go is not just okay, it's essential for your evolution. By releasing what no longer serves you, you open the door to something that aligns more with your true path. Use this time to reconnect with the core values that define who you are. What are the principles that anchor you, even when everything else feels like it's shifting? This is your opportunity to realign with your inner truth and find strength in what you know to be right. And remember, it's perfectly okay to have moments of doubt. Those moments are often the first steps toward gaining even greater clarity. At the same time, be mindful of the temptations that might pop up during this planetary influence. With Chiron retrograde and Jupiter in Gemini, you could feel drawn to fleeting trends or tempted to indulge in something that offers instant gratification but doesn't hold much long-term value. Whether it's making an impulsive purchase, seeking comfort in distractions, or chasing after a quick fix, these temptations can be alluring, especially when life feels overwhelming or uncertain. But it's important to recognize that these short-term solutions won't bring lasting satisfaction. In fact, they might even leave you feeling emptier than before. Instead, give yourself the gift of stepping back and taking a breather. When was the last time you gave yourself permission to pause? To step away from the busyness of life, even for a few moments? Sometimes, all it takes is a little distance to gain a clearer perspective. A brief break from the noise and stress can help you appreciate what's genuinely good for you and refocus on what truly matters. Have you noticed how much more clarity you have after taking a moment of peace? Sometimes, that simple pause is exactly what we need to reset and regain our sense of direction. The stars are aligning favorably for you in many areas, especially when it comes to financial matters. You're in a strong position right now, with a keen instinct for making profitable decisions. Whether you're negotiating a deal, considering an investment, or simply exploring new opportunities for your financial future, your judgment is sharp, and the universe is supporting your efforts. Just remember, while the opportunities are plentiful, patience is key. Don't feel the need to rush or aim too high too quickly. There's plenty of time to explore your options, and by moving thoughtfully, you'll be in a better position to make the most of what's available to you. Another important area to focus on right now is resolving any outstanding financial matters. If there's a lingering debt that needs to be addressed, a bill to be settled, or loose ends that need to be tied up, now is the perfect time to tackle those tasks. The energy is ripe for positive resolutions, and you're in a strong position to bring things to a close with confidence. Don't hesitate to take the initiative, it will likely lead to favorable outcomes. As you navigate these changes and opportunities, stay open to the flow of life, but remain grounded in what feels right for you. The universe is guiding you towards something better, and by listening to your intuition and trusting the process, you'll find yourself exactly where you need to be.